Salute to the 12 tribes worldwide. In the name of Abba Yahweh Mashiach Yahushua, who we give honor and praise, sitting in the third heavens and the sun on the right hand side, giving us a chance to be kings and priests on this earth. It's your boy Zacharias coming at you real quick one. Just want to give another salute to the elders of Israel, teaching this truth, 30, 40 years, laboring in this thing, bringing in the flock. Another salute to brothers out there in the highways and byways, fighting the good fight, doing what they got to do. Taking all blows and liberating our people out of our minds of captivity and bringing in the truth in the proper form. Also, the brothers out there who may not be out in the front lines, but still out there doing some type of work. Brothers and sisters learning, coming in slowly, learning their culture and heritage. Special shalom to y'all as well, man. This one's going into the signs of the times, right? Basically, coming down to the end, a lot of things happening in the heavens, happening on the earth, just like I was prophesied when the Mashiach walked the earth 2,000 years ago. We're seeing it play out right now. What a beautiful time to be alive. It's also a time being tested, right? Don't go through a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations. You know what I'm saying? I know I have. And, the Lord's been holding my hand and going me through the fire. But I know at the end, the Lord's going to redeem me and bring me through it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give all praise and honor to God for that. Because when it's good, it's good. And when it's bad, it's bad. But you got to take the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to dive into a little bit of the Putin thing. Because, some people here say, well, it could be AI, it could be fake. When you open up the coffers and let out a lot of the secrets on, the history of who the Israelites were and stuff like that. He been revealing this thing for a long time. And I'm going to show a clip of him actually in a church. And it's on Russian TV. So it's not going to be, is that questionable real or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to dive into little recent events about to go down. All right, without further ado, through the Fair Use Act of 1976, I own these videos, and nor do I make any profits over it. It's just for commentary purposes only. All right, start off with a quick script. First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48, and reads, "And laid open the book of the law." So basically, this is the Greek captivity where we were in, and the heathens, right, took the book of the law, which is called the Bible, Biblical Hebraica, right, which means Hebrew book of laws, right, and wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images, which they have always done. So whatever our people have done in return is they started to engrave their images everywhere they went. So everywhere we went, we started to paint and engrave our images so they would not be able to hide our history of who and what we were and how we looked like. All right. So you're going to see a video of, the Russian president over there in his church showing the likeness of who the Israelites were and are. Take a look.
Благослови, Владыко.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. The saints of the Most High. Come on, man. That's crazy. There it is on Russian TV. Dig what I'm saying? So there's no AI. There's no, there's a deep fake. That's him looking at the cathedral church in Russia, showing images of a black Mashiach, black saints, black Apostle Peter, black Paul, you name it. They there. That's what it is. Right? So we ain't going to go into that too much. Just want to touch bases on that and hit y'all with the current events about to go down. Start off with Luke chapter 21, verses 25 to 28. "And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars," which we're about to go see right April 8th, right? "And upon the earth distress of nations," right? With perplexity, which is perplexity goes into anger, fighting, uproar, distress. "The seas and the waves roaring," right? Which is hurricanes, all different types of super cyclones. "Men's hearts failing for fear," right? Men's hearts is going into their mind. Right, fear of what's about to come because they're seeing the confidence of the system, they're seeing the money system, the financial system, everything falling apart. Right, the weather is different, everything's falling apart, so their confidence in the system is failing. "And for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken." Now, the powers of heaven is the rulers, people that's ruling the planet is going to be shaken. Right, so you're going to see a lot of turmoil in politics. Right, it's going to heat up. Right? People who think that's going to win, they're not going to win. People who think it's going to go into power, they're not going to go into power. Right? It's going to be chaos, civil war. That's what's coming. right? I'm gonna say this so there's no confusion. Trump ain't going into office, and I'm making this prediction right now through the Spirit of the Lord. Friday, the 29th of March, 2024, and that's gonna be that, right? I'm telling y'all what it is. He ain't going up in there. They ain't gonna allow him to go up in there. All right, brothers, we're gonna jump into this solar eclipse, right? So August 21st, 2027, that line that went through most of the towns in the United States of Salem. Now I got the list here for y'all to go through: Salem, Alabama, Fulton, Arkansas, whatever, right? So there it is, right? So 7 years later, 7 is what? Completion. 7 years later, right? A lot of this information, believe it or not, I got it from House of David, Elder Banyanyan. So I'm just elaborate on what I learned, and then I'm gonna talk about what I discovered on my own. So the Nineveh, we all know Nineveh, that's in the days of Jonah, was a city that the Lord's going to destroy. Well, a lot of these towns, right, where this solar eclipse is going to happen on April 8th, 2024, basically is running through the same line as well, right? You got Missouri, Indiana, all that different stuff, and you can actually go Google these places and see that line is going to pass through it. Now, what gets real thick in the mix, what I love these brothers that brought out from House of David, was that this is actually a Hebraic symbol as well, right? And it goes into the alpha, right, which is the A, the first word, which is the Greek way of saying this alpha, right, which is actually right? And then you got the ta, which is the N. Now that makes a numerical value of 400, right? Now check this out, which is going to be crazy as well. When these things happen, whatnot, they'll say, 5 years, happened in different wars and stuff. But look at the highlighted part. Total eclipses have been seen every 400 years from any one place on the earth. So let's get this straight. The last time we about to see a total eclipse was at 1624, around 20, around that time. What happened around that time? Judah, the tribe of Judah, came on the west coast, or shores, I should say, of Babylon, spiritual Egypt. Dig what I'm saying? Now, what's heavy about that is because people say, we were, in captivity in 1500, but we're talking about the tribe of Judah, right? That's why the scripture says when you read Psalm 76, in Judah is the name of the Lord, right? I'm paraphrasing the scripture when you read Psalm 76. Basically, that's what it's going into. The Lord likens Judah to Jacob. Read Psalm 76, right? That leads me to this last prophecy right here, Genesis 15:13. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and shall afflict them 400 years. So we got 400 years last time this thing happened. We got 400 years as a symbol of the end, which is the Alpha and Omega in Greek. And we got the 400-year prophecy, right? It is a done deal, brothers and sisters, right? We're coming down to the end of this thing, brothers going to say, oh, man, when you read Acts 7 chapter, that's talking about Egypt. And Acts 7 chapter is going into testimony. When you read Acts the 6th chapter, no one likes to speak about, they were accusing Stephen of heresy, and Acts 7 chapters is Stephen's testimony, right? And he's testifying about the prophecies that led up to Christ. That's what's going into. Because Stephen will tell you, 70 people went into Egypt. And when you read Genesis, the 46th chapter, the 26th verse, it tells you 75 people went into Egypt. So if you want to use that as history, you're going to get jammed up. Needless to say, we at the end of this thing, man. All praise to the Most High. Weather the storm. Take the adversity, because, when it's good, it's good. And like I said, when it's bad, it's bad. And when you see it on the other side, know that God of Most High power, Abiyahawah, Mashiach Yahushua, are going to get the glory. All right, brothers, this is a real quick one. It's your boy Zacharias. See y'all next time. Your Lord's will. Yaharatazah. Shalom. Happy feast days. Happy Shabbat Shalom. Happy Passover. All that good stuff. Shalom.